You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say, ma'am.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know. Phil, did you find out if the vote was notarized? But how the hell did that happen? Nope. We all signed it. I gave it to him in person. He says he got it notarized the very same day. Right, listen. You go to their office and ask for Cheryl. She's the best they've got. Tell her you want to see the records, and don't take no for an answer. And call me as soon as you've got them. Thanks, Phil. We'll get to the bottom of this. Did you talk to Mother?
I haven't had the pleasure.
She just clams up when I try to get an explanation. Not even an apology. I mean, believing our mother dead is not exactly how I'd like to spend the week, and then she shows up like that. I nearly shat myself. I mean, she really topped her usual icy self this time.
Well, I don't know why you're so upset.
Do you realize how much I've had to deal with because of her sudden death? No, of course you don't. You've never done an honest day's work in your life.
Obviously, it's all a major cock-up. The first I've ever seen from our perfect mother. Finally, something amusing happens in this god-awful bore of a family. Why not lean back and enjoy the spectacle?
I mean, it's a pretty big thing for Mother to fake her own death. Was it a security measure? Somebody out to kill her?
Everything I hear is confidential.
So you do know what's going on?
I didn't say that.
Oh, the bell. Better be Mother explaining what the hell's going on. Oh, hi, Martin. Rebecca here. I need you to dig up the contract we have with the law firm Morgan, Yates and Cohn. No, I think they revoked the unanimous vote on prolonging the lease for the New York branch. I know they can't do that. That's why I need the contract. In Sydney? Why wasn't I told? I'll get right on it. Do you have his number? Send it to me. Thanks.
Hey, Rebecca, do you see this about old Wampy? He used to fancy you, didn't he? Maybe you can get an exclusive for one of your papers.
I saw. I don't think my readers care much about pictures of his bits.
Oh, you're such a bore. How you manage to get readers is a mystery to me.
Hard work. Ambition. You should try it, instead of just wasting your privilege. You just sit around doing nothing.
And how is that not using my privilege for good, sister?
Please just tell me what you know. I'll find out eventually. I always do.
Not my place to tell you anything.
I bet I'm in danger too. I have a right to know.
You're safe here. Don't you worry about a thing, ma'am.
Don't you worry about a thing. You're not the brightest, are you? This is bad. I can smell it. Hello, Janice. Rebecca Carlisle. I'm looking into some unauthorized transactions of funds from the New York branch in connection with my mother's death. No, Janice, that's not what I mean. External interference. I need to know if anything unusual like that has happened in Tokyo as well. A delay? No, you need to look into that right away. It could be something else. Right. Get back to me the second you know, okay? We need to get this under control.
Come have a drink with me, sis. I can give you some advice on how to relax. Looks like you need it.
Oh, mind your own business. You're from the States, right?
I am.
So how long have you been away from home, then?
I'm not telling you anything about my recent whereabouts, madam. No need to keep trying.
Hi, it's me again. Did you get hold of him? Okay. Call me when you do. I think you should get off your ass and help me figure out what is going on.
Let's agree to disagree on that one, Rebecca.
So how long are you staying here at Thornbridge Manor?
That's confidential information, ma'am.
Rebecca Carlisle here. I need access to some records from your office. Could you please call me back as soon as you get this message? You know, you should really check up with your own financial affairs to make sure they're not affected by this whole mess.
Tempting, but no.
Did you join Mother's detail here? Or did you arrive with her?
I can't tell you anything about my assignments.
Hi, it's Rebecca. Got your email. We need to talk. Call me, okay?
Let's talk about real family affairs. How's it going with that love life of yours? Still rocking the spinster lifestyle? Come, sit down.
I have more important things to do. Mother, I want to know what is going on.
Not now, Rebecca. I thought I made that clear.
Yes, now. Something's really wrong. I started digging and I can see that a lot of our mandates are void. Financial decisions revoked and a freeze on
Rebecca.
And then you give me that token for the vault in London. But only one of two. You need to explain.
The token for the bank vault is just a contingency measure. I doubt you'll need it.
Christ, Mother, that's exactly what I mean. Could you be more cryptic?
I am working very hard to figure everything out. I need you to back off and trust that I'm in control. I have contingency plans and will make sure that you get information, useful, factual information when I have it. But for now, I need time to focus.
Business as usual, then. You are cold, Mother. And alone. By choice. You're in trouble, aren't you, Patrick?
No, I'm not.
I can smell it. You know, you don't have to be like your father. You can do something real with your life.
I have a real life, believe me.
I mean, make a difference. Use what you've been handed to do some good.
Why don't you mind your own business, Auntie?
Oh, you're just like Gregory. I think things are going to change. And not in a good way, Patrick.
Don't you ever just relax?
Just don't expect you can coast through life like your father. I think you have to take responsibility. Just much more than my lazy brother ever has.
Stop bitching about my dad, will you? I'm nothing like him.
Oh, but you are. Gregory doesn't even realize that the only thing he's achieved in life is being a Carlisle. He'd have nothing if that wasn't the case.
But that is the case, though, so what's the problem?
The problem? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's something bad. I can feel it in my bones. I know a great criminal law expert. Just say if you need her number.
You never stop, do you?
You're not stupid, Patrick. Can't you see that you could make something real of yourself if you put your mind to it?
You know, I'm starting to see why Father can't stand you.
I just can't bear to think of you wasting your opportunities, following in your father's footsteps.
Christ, Rebecca, will you just give it a rest?
Rebecca Carlisle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Rebecca Carlisle. I'm Noel Archer, the photographer. It's great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I really admire your work. You're such an inspiration for photographers and journalists both.
Well, thanks very much.
You know, I just love to show you my portfolio. It's in my car. How about after the shoot?
This is not the best time.
We could set up a meeting. Tuesday, perhaps?
Thank you, no. I have a lot to see to. Edward, you can't let Mother get to you like this.
You've always been immune to her. How do you do it?
I'm the youngest. Guess I just flew under the radar when it came to her attention.
I don't think so. She really respects you.
If you just stopped craving her approval. You're nearly 50, Edward.
I know. I'm such a loser.
But you're not. You're a professor, you're artistic, you've got your music. I mean, that's really something.
It's not exactly expanding the Carlisle empire, though. But thanks. That does help a little.
Chin up, Edward. No one wants to look at that long face.
You're such an idiot, Gregory.
I'm fine, Rebecca.
Fine. You look like a nervous wreck.
Stop bickering. Christ's sake.
Well, Mother, you certainly know how to lighten the mood.
Would you like some help writing the eulogy for tomorrow? I can draw something up in 15 minutes.
I can't. I must do it on my own. What will Mother think if she knew I had help?
Oh my God, I'll never understand the two of you. Gregory is going out of his way to shock Mother with his laziness and neglect, and you self-destruct in your attempt to please her. She's equally hard on the two of you, don't you see? It doesn't make any difference how you behave.
I just need her to know that I really try.
I wish I could just shake some sense into you, all of you.